what we gathered from the rune reading, the house is kind of keeping them in stasis because it like holds on to energy, which is what we know already. Creativity basically ends up as stasis. Like joy ends up as stasis. But what I can tell is the energy wants to go to source, but can't because for whatever reason this place is like
sucks it up.
And it's stagnant.
Which gave me the idea of like this house, you know, like what we were talking about with like, you know, people are fearful and people have been happy here and people have done all these things to this house, you know, to try to change it. And maybe the reason why it's so confusing in there, like we had last time when we said there's no clarity, is like, what if it's absorbing all these emotions and we as people can't process that many emotions at the same time? My thought is like, if this is a giant balloon full of emotion and it just sucks them up and feeds on them.
I mean, do we feed it energy?
I could play some music to it.
Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
I am going to play the song that is associated with the tone of the day.
I'm gonna sit down.
When this supposedly all began, according to the records, Claire's journal and the records from Alex Tanis's book. So we're gonna play it. It's Moon conjunct Saturn. So it's Moon is key of A sharp, and then Saturn's the key of D. So let's see what it sounds like. So sometimes with these tonal cosmology, sometimes it's really gentle and pretty and harmonious sounding, and sometimes it's really dissonant and it sounds kind of weird. And so it's really about the vibration. So sound is vibration, yes. And that is, I feel like, a language that we can understand no matter what plane we're in. Just gonna put it beside her. Checks out.
Not settling.
But it's not unsettling either.
Please remind me to play today's tone before we leave. Just kind of get it back. I missed you too.
So glad to be with you right now.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here too.
So what have you been up to in the last 4 years?
I've been really focusing on music in order to bring healing and to kind of experiment with ways to use astrology and combine it with music based on the tonal cosmology. So taking the tones of the different planets and kind of figuring out chords for different days so you can kind of figure out what each person's tone is based on the day that they were born, so everyone has like their own chord.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think it could be really useful for Haunt Me too, taking the astrology from different days that are important to particular locations and using it to kind of harmonize the house, bring its energy kind of back to those particular days to either get a glimpse into history or use it to potentially help spirits cross over. We've been experimenting with sounds and tones to help clear a space as well.
That would be awesome. I mean, Hinsdale could really use that just to see what's going on or just to bring it back to happier times. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I heard that you had a connection to this, which kind of blows my mind because it's like we're so far away from this place and there's just little bits of it here and there.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know, and I didn't even realize this because I knew that you guys had gone to Hinsdale a few years ago, and I hadn't put this together, but I had this book on my bookshelf. I've had it for 7 or 8 years, and it's written by a Maine psychic named Alex Tanis. And when I worked in Portland, people would come into the store and they would be students of his because he was a teacher, and he was actually the psychic that was at Hinsdale with Father Trebold, who did the clearing or the...
Oh my God, I just feel like it's following us.
I know, it's wild. He talks about his experiences at what he calls the Dandy Homestead, because that was the family that lived there. He apparently helped one of the girls, a young blind girl, to cross over. So he helped guide her out, but he wasn't able to help the other spirits because they weren't maybe open to it or they weren't aware of him or whatever.
Speaking of like crossing over, the word nexus came up with us, as you know.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was reading a book about the family, and this was from like way back, and they brought up that word as well. And so I think it was Ty, I'm not sure, but he said that he looked it up and it meant crossroads.
Okay.
Which is weird to me, because if we talk about this place being like, it's like the area is all full of, as Ty said, like paranormal, and this place just happens to be the tip of the volcano where it all comes out?
Yeah.
Or is it just this place? Is this place like I don't want to use the word portal, but
a train station.
A train station for just so many things.
Yeah. It seems that way because the amount of spirits that he talks to, they're not all connected. They're just kind of...
That's why that nexus thing
moving
makes sense to
through.
me. So I was like, that's weird.
I actually brought a couple crystals. They're called laser quartz, and so the laser quartz are said to kind of connect to each other energetically, so you can build a grid at a distance and they'll kind of work together even from afar. So what I want to do is I want to leave a quartz here at Alex Tanis's grave and then bring one with us to the house, so maybe we can kind of draw on his energy, you know, if he is in the spirit world or have crossed over, maybe he can kind of assist from wherever he is.
That's such a good idea.
So we're hoping with this energy that we will connect to what made this haunting or energy start in the first place.
So we have a lot of technology. With the battery drain that Nick experienced on his camera, I figured we'll just feed the energy out there. So that's what the Tesla coil is doing right now.
The young one.
Who is the young one?
Hi.
You're the young one?
This is just another high-tech way of communicating, like me and Anna were saying upstairs. It seems weird, but you can use this to talk to him if what he's using
We're
makes
mute.
it... What do you say?
We're mute?
So when we were out at the pond, we found out that some of the spirits of the pond and woods are having trouble making it back to the source.
Do you want to? Help.
Okay. Yeah, we can certainly help you.
Remember? Match. Smile.
Okay. Do you have any... How many of you need help?
What kind of help can we provide?
Playing them. Shh.
I
Cheating
don't
too.
want him to lead the conversation.
Can we have one person step
Try
forward
me.
and speak to Ty?
It's worth it. April 19th? Sunset.
Oh.
What year?
Free them?
Is that the date that we
Some?
could free them?
Innocence? Permissions?
Okay.
Power? KG? All of them.
I really wish one would
The
just...
neighbors?
Yeah, it's
Try.
annoying when it's like this.
First?
Okay,
The
we
neighbor's tribe is first.
we can't talk to you
See to it.
or really understand anything you're saying
Absolutely.
unless you answer us. And if you're with us, you can hear us, you know where we are.
Bunch
Supposedly,
of voices now, guys.
I know. Oh,
Sorry.
Perfect. Someone give us a name.
There's enough time for all of you to come forward. We just need one at a time.
Yes.
Okay, hi. What's
Don't
your
tell
name?
him. All.
No, not all, just one.
That was like 3 voices.
All right, someone just yell a name.
Emotions.
Okay, there's
Deadly.
too many emotions.
Idiot.
So I'll just take a deep breath, deep concentration, focus in. We'll talk to all of you. We just need
Red.
one person to come forward first.
You can't. Alone? Hitchhikers?
If you're angry,
If this is real, it's like they're all trying to crowd a microphone.
Ugh, I did tell them all to come forward and get in line. It's my
The
fault.
real people first.
Old people first?
I heard real
Real.
people first. Okay.
Oh, that just blinked blue, that
Yeah.
thing.
That's K2 lighting up then, I guess.
Okay. Okay, so how about...
So what you want?
Okay, I would like to talk to one of you, and I want to hear...
No hurt feelings.
Okay. I want to hear what you personally...
This town.
Okay. What you personally are looking for.
North.
Do you know the Dandies? The Dandy family?
Might.
Clara, and Phil, and Mike.
Take them.
Did you meet Alex Tanis? The psychic?
Is that a touchy subject?
He was only here one day. So.
Concentrate.
Okay. He came with Father Trebold. Wait.
What's your plan?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. We're hoping that by talking to you, we can get some more information.
We're not doing an exorcism.
No.
Do you have feelings about the exorcism?
They have enough space to do it. Worried they will?
It's like
Yes,
You're
yes, yes. Ha ha ha.
we're talking to each other. Yeah, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do an exorcism, but
Yes, yes.
No.
Can you see us?
Gotta block them.
what do we look like to you?
One at a time. One. Just mention.
There's too many.
So we're getting confused. Can you nominate one person to speak for you all?
We're in this together.
Whoa.
Okay, great. If you're in it together, just pick maybe whoever has the highest concentration who can speak up in a clear way and have them be your speaker, if possible.
You're mine.
Okay.
Take 2 of them. Eats. Make your play.
Well, we want to know if you're the man of the house.
Yeah, is this your house?
Is that setting it off?
Floor 'em.
I just heard.
Ram 'em.
I just heard this right here.
Gotta show 'em.
But it wasn't
Everybody
loud
swing
like that.
up.
It felt like it was like
Someone
Bring it.
tapping on the window.
definitely that. It was
Lock the stuff.
definitely that.
Wait for it.
Oh, I am.
There it goes again.
It's coming.
What's coming?
It's a male.
Okay.
Is Nexus coming?
I feel really cold.
Is Nexus here?
Sit down.
What happens if I don't sit down?
Far away from him.
Is everything all right where you are?
I'm thoroughly frustrated.
Yeah.
Me too.
Just having a conversation with each other.
Oh, we don't want that.
Do you want to try bringing him out and chatting?
Yeah.
We did several Estes methods throughout the investigation. I think, I'm going to say this, and I think one of the most frustrating and possibly, I'm going to say least successful, but I don't mean that in a negative way.
It felt like the voices that were coming through were just talking to each other.
That's absolutely what I thought when I watched it back.
Okay.
Later. And I kind of wondered that when we were sitting there because it felt like nonsensical, but it kind of felt like some of the things you were saying were answers to things you had said before. So I almost felt like they were deciding, can we trust these people or not?
It's like
Can we
what-
talk to them? And so to us, it was very frustrating, but maybe it helped to move the communication along later in the evening.
When we shut the Tesla off, I feel like that's when things died down,
Okay.
eventually.
So, I mean, like, again, if we're going to follow the energy, it's like we took the electrical energy away and there was just us again.
There was something you said about the young one that stuck with me. I still wonder what that means, and I'm wondering if that refers to Mary's room, because Mary was the youngest. I don't know, though.
And we were doing this in Beth's room, correct?
Which is underneath Mary's room.
Beth used to hear conversations, and Clara states that she overheard a conversation, like that Estes method type of thing, where the spirits were talking to each other, saying things like, it's harder to do when she's well.
I find when my mental state is not at its peak, when the depression's kicking in, when the OCD's happening, that's when I am most in tune to the paranormal.
Really? Do you just think you're open to it? Or like,
It
what
may-
is that connection?
I don't know,
Closer to
but
the
that
veil?
freaks me out. Yeah, that's, I mean, maybe there's just less of that, I don't,
Shield?
maybe your brain is just thinking in a different way.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're less grounded, like you're less connected to the physical plane almost.
Oh, that
Maybe
makes
that's the
sense.
same thing for her then. So if she's not feeling well and she's not connecting with the world around her, she starts connecting with the spiritual world around her.
So we're gonna head down the road basically and just restart since we're not having as much luck. Also, the best thing to do is make noise to spook skunks. So
So guys, we enter the property of the house again. Maybe we'll feel something new.
Yeah.
I saw it too.
warning.
That did not make me feel better. Oh my God, what?